All right, everybody, welcome here to Viper Futures Foundation course. This is our 100% free Futures Foundation course for beginners, people that are inquiring about learning about futures, finding out what it's all about, what it takes, without having to pay anybody for the information. There's a ton of free information on the internet, of course, but there's also a ton of sales pitches and stuff like that, and we aim to try to extinguish that and just get you all the information you're looking for all in one place. So we were formerly known as the Forte Trader. We had a futures spread course that we just released all completely for free on this channel. I went ahead and let it go after years of just managing quite a bit of people that was just getting a little bit too much for me. I focused more on my trading and figured I can pretty much give you guys everything all for free here on this channel. At the same time, the engagement that I do like, it's just enough for me. It's not over engaging. I don't have to be obligated to help out all the several dozen of folks that I did. And although it was fun, it was just, again, turned out it wasn't really much of my style here. I figured I'd come out here and just help everybody out unconditionally, and then that way collaborate. One of the greatest things of meeting and training with several dozen traders around the world in the last several years was learning, just learning from everybody else. Learning is something that you never stop to do. If you want to grow, if you think that you've capped out your learning curve in life, then usually you end up having, your ego, should I call it, get in the way of your growth. And so, I always enjoyed learning something new from other people. I think other people took stuff that I had and would come back to me with better ideas. And I think that in a trading group, just like kind of any other business or a camaraderie or of some sort, like a martial arts group or a military group, having a group of people that collaborate and share great ideas is very useful, because there's always something to learn, and there's always updates, especially in the financial markets, where there's new laws and rules and regulations put in place. People sharing content with each other is a great thing. So one of the things that I do find really is discipline. I'm going to put up a little words of inspiration here from a recent book I read from Jocko Willink. Jocko Willink is a businessman, a former Navy SEAL, retired, and a black belt martial artist out in Southern California area. Pretty inspiring guy. I've read a book of his called Discipline Equals Freedom. And a lot has to do, in my opinion, too, in trading or any other business, with having discipline, right? Because I've been involved in the markets, not that this video is much important about me, but I've been involved in the markets since 2011. And the first 5 years really, truly sucked, followed by 4 or 5 decent years of, trading futures spreads, commodity spreads, before coming back in the last year aggressively into the intraday market, and taking advantage of the volatility that's out there at this time that I create this with just everything that's gone out there. Just the volatility has created these great opportunities, and better than swing trading and I'll explain why in future videos and things like that. I swing trade equity options, and we'll say that for another day. But a lot of it does come down to the discipline of stuff. Like in anything that we know, if we don't apply ourselves and our time, then what's the point of learning? I've overlearned. Well, that was the point I wanted to make. I'm one of those kind of guys, almost like an engineer, where I have to just know every darn thing before I make a move. And I've hindered a lot of my trading because of that too. Trying to sit there and be a perfectionist at something. Markets aren't perfect, and so you're never going to always have a perfect trade. You can have a perfect strategy and a plan, but you're not going to go in killing it every day. And so one of the things that I started realizing is it's just more the discipline, like the schedule discipline, coming back to the market even after you get your butt handed to you, after you lose, kind of like a fighter. You lose a fight. It's like a sport now. You're not going to win every time, but you can have a better odd ratio if you keep training and you stay disciplined, and and stuff like that. That's what makes a good fighter, is his willingness to keep coming into the cage, loss after loss. If you have 2 losses in a row, same deal. So discipline has a lot to do with it. It's tough. It's something I work on myself every day. So away from me, I know this again, this is not about me. This whole series and everything is about you, right? When you come out here to YouTube to get information, you come out here for yourself. You come out here to better yourself. You come out here to get some kind of information that you are trying to apply to your life, right? It's whether it's finance, relationship, or health, or something like that. So I just wanted to share that with you, to keep in mind that there is some disciplining that's involved in trading. With that said, too, there's also some compliance disclosures, and I'm going to put that out. We put that out in every video at the bottom. I got to put it out there. So as far as discipline is concerned, since we're on that topic, it's one of the things that I did notice when I had my course for several years, is that the dropout rates of people, I took my business very seriously, and I felt that if people dropped out, that maybe my content sucked or something like that. And, it would disappoint me because, I'd see people buy things and then just not even log in. Or I'd give things away for free to friends, and I just see people just not do anything with it. And so I took it too serious. And, my mentor, my business mentor and personal coach and trading mentor told me, listen, you can't control it. It has nothing to do with you. It's just, that's just the the failure risk or the turnover risk of most people is just really high in anything, right? So, it's kind of like the New Year's Day goal setting kind of a deal that's out there. Everyone wants to plan they're gonna go on some kind of diet mid-year. In the summer they'll plan out for the new year or something like that. Okay, I'll do that in 6 months. I already failed this year, I'll start again next year. And so disciplining is about doing every day and things like that. Some of the things that we're going to outline in the next upcoming videos, I'm going to try to break these all up into small, short little videos, and these will be general series of them, and they'll all be in one playlist inside the YouTube channel. So we'll talk about basic things like the intro to futures, futures for some rookies and things like that. We'll debunk some myths that are out there about futures. Then we'll go into margins that it takes to open up and manage trading accounts, and what kind of things you can trade, the different kind of trading platforms that not just we recommend, that are out there that are rated pretty good. Brokers and regulators, we'll talk about that too. A broker is obviously the one that's usually providing you with the trading platform, more or less. Now there's trading platforms that you API into a broker. That's more when you get into the professional leagues and you kind of already know what you're doing. But just knowing that and knowing some resources, which we'll go to also. And I'm going to make these short little tiny little videos, try to make them real short, get you guys through most of the beginners. If you're new, again, you could excuse yourself from these series of videos that are going to pop in here, because this channel is already kind of aged, right? It's vetted. So there's followers here that are more senior, and they're doing different kind of trades like future spreads and stuff like that. I do intend on adding a lot more information, a lot more cool little tips and tricks and strategies and indicators and stuff, because I know you guys like that. And most people on YouTube they just want to get to that point. They want to get to the strategy. They want to just, hey, show me an indicator and I can buy and sell. And we're going to get to those cool things. But this series is for people coming here that appreciate what Viper's doing, appreciate the model, and they want to get the information from us. So we wanted to make this series for those folks. Plus, I've promised personal people that I'm going to make something really simple, a way for you to come in here from me, directly understand what the futures are, how to get involved, and things like that, and how to debunk some of the stuff a lot of your friends and family out there tell you about this business. Of course, we'll end off with some cost of associated with doing business. Every business has an investment, has a cost you got to pay, but it's one of the most greatest things that you can invest on and learn, and flexible businesses that you can do from anywhere without a boss. Once you get good, yes, they say the percentage rates of failures is really high in this business, but so is everything else. So I highly recommend, if you want to day trade, definitely looking into futures day trading is a great way to get involved in the markets. Really give you a good pulse of what's going on out there. By being in the future markets, what's going on. It kind of sucks you in, and knowing a little bit of what's going on without having to watch a bunch of all that crazy news and all that stuff and be getting information in your head that's negative and that you don't need, but it still gives you a little understanding and pulse of what's going on out there, again, in the markets and stuff like that. So again, this is more of like a rookie course that's I'm putting out, and maybe a refresher to some people that have experience. Hopefully you could all take something away from it, and and so on. What with being able to take away something from it, what I mean by that is exactly this. Like, one of the reasons I decided to just stop course selling and stuff like that. One, I needed time for myself. There's only so much time what you can do in one day with yourself. And with me being a total leaning on the trading side versus going out there and coaching and mentoring people, because that takes time, plus being a family man, and then being a traveler and doing things with my wife, and and things like such like that, there's just not enough time to have that responsibility to take care of all the people I was taking care of. And so, it was consuming. And this was a way for me, that I made a decision with my family that I can still contribute to the public without having to feel obligated with a lot of my time that I like to spend on my own trading and my own income producing strategies that I do on the futures markets and on the equity options that I do. I'm a buyer of equity options, and I'll be going through some of those videos in the future here, like I have in the past, but just was not as consistent. And the other reason is that I just believe that everybody has a different personality. Like, this channel could be fit for certain people. For other people, they'll hate it or not dislike it or whatever. And one thing I discovered is that I was bringing people in, and everyone's different. Like, everyone's going to learn a different way. I've learned from so many people out there. I know a lot of big people out there, big schools, names, hedge fund workers, traders out in Chicago. And I discovered that not everything that they said and spoke about was to my liking. So if that was the case, then the same thing was going to apply back to me. So whatever I give out to people, and it's not going to work for everybody. Everybody's personality is different. And therefore, it's another good reason for me to put it out to the public, so I don't have to feel bad. Hey, if this information didn't help somebody, they just move on to somebody else, versus I have to have it on my conscience that someone paid me a few $100 and then they just disappear. They don't log in. They don't do their homework. Again, it's not supposed to be any of my business or concern, right? But it's just something I wasn't okay with, and it just didn't fit me. And so I figured I'm just going to do my trading and put everything out there for the world, and you take it like whatever you want. So again, I know you guys are going to be looking for a lot of strategies and stuff. Those are going to be coming. I just wanted to get down and get rid of the some of the foundation course out of the way. Again, we put a whole futures spread course that's for more advanced traders out there looking to hedge opportunities with professional trading platforms that are out there. I kind of walked backwards into this business, coming in from a more advanced side, at least in the public's eye, and then now coming backwards into the just intraday day trading aspect of it. And stuff like that. So looking forward to really growing here with you guys, and you guys growing too, and you're taking away something good from this channel. And so that's pretty much what the Viper Futures brand is standing for. We pretty much, I'm not here to knock the bad guys out there, but there's a ton of them out there that are pretty bad. And I'm not trying to really intentionally trying to stop them in their tracks, but we do that by taking massive positive action, helping each other, being unconditional. And that naturally kind of usually makes evil go away, right? Devils don't like hanging out around where angels are. And so that's kind of like what this brand is supposed to be. This model of Viper Futures is intended. Now I will show you guys and let you guys know that on our site we will have partners, and we'll have future recommended maybe they could be affiliates. Most of them aren't. I don't really care about getting paid by affiliates. If I do, it's okay. It kind of just makes up for some of my time, which is not that much I'd get anyway. So for example, those that are wanting to improvise their day trading skills to get into a combine so they can have funded trader programs, we have links for that. We have our recommended brokers, and coming in the future too, I'm going to be introducing other guys who teach out there, guys and gals who teach out there, that are people I've met along the way in the years and that I trust, and I know that they have a good intent in the business, and they teach well and they do it well. They don't even overcharge. Some of them don't, they do it like me, they just contribute. And so I will be introducing some of those people that are friends of mine now that contribute their information, contribute their different ways and styles of trading, technical trading, futures, macro time frames, small time frames, indicators, bare naked charts, volume analysis, time analysis, mental preparations and things like that. I can't do it all, and I'm not perfect. So I will be introducing a plethora of people that are coming out, and coders. I've done some coding projects with people that do Easy Language and TradeStation and NinjaScript and NinjaTrader and things like that, and I think that they're great, outstanding guys. And so I'm gonna be pretty much having them on my sites, on our blogs, introducing them maybe through our channel. That's what you should be looking forward to here, is growing for free, putting in your hard work. Now that's not free, but not having to pay the just a scandalous person that's going to come out here and just take your money and not respond back to you. And there's a ton of them out there. I spent about $30,000 my first 5 years in trading education. I realized that at some point you just got to stop and just get your own flow, get your own system, and you make it work for you. And mostly, again, it's you. It's within yourself and your discipline. I think 10% of trading is really, trading skills, and 90% is biological. It's just an opinion I've been having lately, as I've been kind of rediscovering myself. So it looks like I misspelled definitely over here. Anyway, so that's all I'm going to leave you guys with for this intro video. Welcome. Again, subscribe so you can get all your updates and things like that. You can go on our website. You can opt in. Let me show you what that looks like. Right here. This is our site for now. And then, we have another link here that'll take you back to our YouTube channel. But we're going to be getting into some pretty cool things, and we've already had some good reviews from prior people that we've had. We have our partners forums here. We have a blog that I haven't even started. Again, time has been limited for me. But trying to manage it. I live almost a 24/7 life, but all right, guys. So again, welcome, and we'll see you in the next video.